Warning, this video may contain so much sackiness that you may be getting teabagged in the process of viewing this video. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up everybody, FiveNights Duelist here, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for 16 subscribers underneath the banner of FiveNights. And today is not only a subscriber special, but it is also a special guest and a special deck profile. So, here we go. This is my special guest. You will know her as Puppet Strings.
Hello, it's Puppet Strings. And I am Hell, playing with sparkly pieces of paper.
Anyways, her channel is the link in the description down below. She does creepypastas.
Visit me.
And we've been YouTube buddies for quite some time now, and I just thought, you know, since this is my subscriber special and she just had hers, I'm just like, I want to include her in this with me. So I just have a couple of questions for you before we start this video.
Yeah.
You just hit 21 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
How does that feel?
Well, you know, every one of my subscribers, they're not just mindless people that click on a button. They're very special people that I consider a part of my family. And it seems like every time I get a new subscriber, it's almost like getting another family member.
I agree entirely. Without you guys, we wouldn't get up every day enjoying what we do, and that's YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And we just hope to continue to make you laugh regardless if it's on old legends like creepypasta or if it's on Yu-Gi-Oh, because that's basically all that I do is Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. So, the deck that I am about to reveal to you, I have been talking to Puppet Strings about it, but I have never told her the name of it. She also knows that I am a dinosaur freak.
Rawr.
Always have been. T-Rex, always been a favorite. Second one being Velociraptor. Anyways, all I'm going to say right now is that I've got Dino Hamster DNA. What?
You need help. As much as I do. Maybe just me, just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more? Yeah. I thought as much. But anyways, yes. The deck is known as Dino Hamster. And I've been testing it on YGO here of late. And I just I hope you all enjoy. Both of her links are in the description down below. Miss Puppet Strings here. And let's get on with the deck profile.
Let's not.
She uses Burning Abyss.
Hey!
Good evening, everyone. FiveNights Duelist X here. And let's get started with the deck profile. We only use one copy of Dino-Miss Stegos. Stegosaurus basically is your Scale 3 monster. You only need one copy in this deck. And whenever one of your pendulum monsters would attack a monster your opponent controls, you can destroy both targets. Mainly, use them for the scale. That's it. 3 copies of Ceratops. Ceratops is one of my favorites because he's like a cyber dragon. Whenever you control a Dino-Miss monster on the field, you can special summon this bad boy from your hand. 3 copies of Dino-Miss Spinos. Spinos is actually one of my favorite all-time Dino-Miss cards because he allows you to tribute a Dino-Miss monster on your field, and you could either attack again or you could attack directly. Bad thing about this card, you can get way too tribute happy. He eats too much, you lose the game.
And that's okay.
Because Spino says so. Screw Spinosaurus. And then of course the last cards are 3 copies of Pateran. Pateran is basically your god dinosaur in the deck. Whenever he destroys a monster in battle, you can add one Dynomist card from your deck to your hand.
Is he a potato?
No, he's a pterodactyl. Same thing.
His name sounds like potato. A flying scaled potato, sided, with extra mayo.
On to the scale 6. One copy of Dynomist Brachion. He's just there for the level 6. That's all he really does. Unless you want to use him to special summon himself to the field. If your opponent has a monster and you control none of him, you can special summon him from your hand to the field with an opponent's monster that has a higher attack. Your choice of type.
It must be important if he has Bra in his name.
Yeah, really. Battle Ready Armor Source. And then we have 3 copies of Plesios. He is one of the best defensive cards in this deck. What he does is he can drop an opponent's attack and defense by 100 for each Dynomist card you control. He is also a scale 6. He starts out at 17, and with this field spell, he becomes a 2000 beat stick. Yay! Then we have the main king of the deck. My favorite dinosaur of all time. I had to have 3, and it just so happens his effect makes him best at 3. Which is, years ago, king of the dinosaurs. Now he is the king of mechanical dinosaurs, known as Dynomist Rex. Now, Rex has a really good effect. Whenever he attacks after the damage step, you contribute a Dynomist card you control. He can attack again and inflict piercing battle damage, or you contribute a monster you control and shuffle 1 card from your opponent's hand or field back into the deck. And then the last best Dynomist, had to max this card out at 3 because of his effect, is Ankylos. Ankylos, whenever a Dynomist card, including him, would destroy an opponent's monster by battle, it's banished. The only thing that I've had trouble when using Ankylos with is Bujin, because they had that reincarnation crap. And for the main theme of why this is called Hamster, Dino Hamster, is 3 copies of the cutie himself, Rescue Hamster.
It's fluffy, it's evil, it's eating your brains.
We will circumcise you.
They're eating your neurons!
Anyways, this card is freaking amazing in this deck. What it does is, when he's normal summoned and you have a face-up pendulum monster that is level 5 or lower, you contribute him straight to the extra deck and special summon 2 more from the deck with the same name. Their effects are negated, but it's destroyed during the end phase, which works well in Dynomist. Works really well with a certain trap card too that I'm about to show you. His first effect you can only activate once per duel, and it's not really that useful, but I guess I can go ahead and read it off to you anyways. Banish this card from your Pendulum Zone, add up to 2 face-up Pendulum monsters with the same name from your extra deck to your hand. Activate this card once per duel. Okay. Now into the spells. 3 copies of Dynomist Charged. Why 3? Because you need 3. It's basically a reinforcement to the army, but for giant fucking mechanical dinosaurs. Whenever you activate this card, you can add 1 Dynomist monster from your deck to your hand. And then whenever a face-up Dynomist monster would be sit face-up in your extra deck, you can add it back to your hand. You can only activate this effect once per turn. 3 copies of Overload, or Power Load, because why not? Your opponent can't activate anything during the damage step, and all your monsters gain an additional 300 attack and defense. 2 copies of Terraforming to search out the field spell, and 1 limited removal just to be a giant freaking dick. We all know what dinosaurs are. They're giant freaking dicks of devastation. They like to trample over anything and everything. Onto the traps. 3 copies of Dynomist Rush. This card allows your Dynomist to be unaffected by any other card effect. It's destroyed during the end phase, but the first effect, which is the best, is a special summon directly from your deck to the field. The card that Hamster goes so well with is this card right here, Dynomist Eruption.
That's what he said.
Dynomist Eruption basically makes this deck even a bigger problem, because when a Dynomist card you control is destroyed, you can target 1 card in the field and destroy it. Hamster, copy any kind of Dynamist, Rex, for example. You have another Rex on the field, both blow up. Chain, 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 boom. 3 gone. 1 turn. And then, of course, we have the 1 Bottomless and the 1 Compulse. And for the extra deck, 2 copies of Utopia, 1 copy of Utopia Ray, 1 Castell, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Anti-Luminescent Knight, Carbon Gorgon.
That's what she said.
2 copies of XYZ Rebellion Dragon, because this deck is very sacky and you want to win as quickly as possible. 2 copies of number 80 Requiem, because nobody likes opponents' monsters in the graveyard. And then, of course, we have the 1 copy of Utopia the Lightning. Again, Dick card. No cards can be activated. And then you detach 2 materials, he becomes 5k. And then the king of the extra deck, Volcasaurus. Detach material, destroy a monster on the field, your opponent takes damage equal to its attack. Anyways, that's it. That was Dino Hamster. Comment, rate, subscribe. Thank you, Puppet Strings, for being my special guest.
Yes.
And thank you all 16 subscribers so much. I love what I do because of you. Anyways, my name is FiveNights Duelist, and I will see you guys back in the darkness.